lot of pride in their performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check out. 12. Go ahead.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
That's baby shot. Shoot! Alert! Hey, watch it!
From the gun, here's Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
First and 10.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Luck throwing again. Throw left side on target to Kane. Complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Too far downfield. Something those linemen have to watch out for. And that time it costs them. To the air again. Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got this.
Right, 622.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
11.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Go.
Check Mike.
Now Luck. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Yeah. Check 3.
Throwing is Luck. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Mike 57.
I got it. Hey, check. 12.
3rd and long. It's Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
Check up. 390. Come on, the ball. Right, quick.
They snap it to Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Three.
Check nickel. H3, 218. Chopper.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota on the move to his left. Smith catches left side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota flush to his right. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 16 yards, a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mariota again. And his throw is incomplete. trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a give right side. Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let him. 3. Nice 7. Let's go. 22.
To throw is Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Again, it's Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken the lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2.
Right here.
Lewis will get the handoff. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach?
There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, a quick hitter, complete. It's Davis, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Monday. All day.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Luck. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw. Luck. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Luck. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Indianapolis. All square, 14 apiece to score. And he takes it in for a quick score. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mike, Blue 18. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On second down, it's Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check out. Ready.
We want this.
After the interception, it's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Result of the play.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals that have moved back in front now in a seesaw affair. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. From the 50, it's Love. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Luck. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Go. Go. Let's go.
Mariota to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Redskins have scored to swing back in front. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part one is done. Now part two. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect. And that'll set them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here.